What's up everyone? I have a 5 Cobra victory for today in Golden Pack. The circumstances of Golden Pack have changed a little bit. I know I relatively recently uploaded a 5 Cobra victory, but I think because of the Durian inclusion in Golden Pack reducing the max HP of your most healthy unit, I think it's actually become a little bit harder for 5 of a kind Cobra to get done, so I thought I would redo it. It's also what the shop gave me, so I wasn't going to turn it down. But yeah, let's see how we did it in this run. And I believe we're going to start off with double level up. First one is a betta fish, and second one is a baboon, probably one of Grounded's least favorite pets because of me. But we're going to take baboon and the betta fish as well as the Hercules beetle, so the baboon has something to buff. Hercules beetle, great starting stats, and it's also some scaling for the late game. Especially for the Cobra, it's going to be super useful because it's attack scaling, and Cobra of course loves having a lot of attack. And yeah, I think we have a very decent setup right now. We even have a tier 3 unit on the team, so we don't have to worry about getting anything for the baboon. We already have a betta fish for the baboon to buff next turn. This is looking kinda scary though. Thankfully we're going to be just fine getting a draw right there because of the massive Hercules beetle that we have. We level up here once again, this time into a sea lion, which is once again a very good pet for the Cobra. If you put it in front of the Cobra, the sea lion is going to scale its attack. Currently I'm putting it at the back. Maybe I could have positioned a little bit better, like put the baboon last and the sea lion second last. But thankfully this positioning that we have right now gets us a draw, so I'm not complaining. Lettuce is currently at full efficiency, buffing 3 units, so I'm not minding buying any extra lettuces. You can see I'm even freezing another one because the possibility of a 5 of a kind sea lion is always on the table when you level up into one early, so yeah, I was hoping maybe we get to find 2 more sea lions this turn and we can start buffing 3 of them up with the lettuces as well as them buffing each other. But of course that's not going to be happening. We are currently trying to level up a Hercules beetle, and you can see I'm giving up on the idea of getting 5 of a kind sea lion pretty quickly there. Once again, because of the sea lion, the baboon is going to have something to buff, so we don't have to worry about including yet another unit on the team. Here you can see me finally rectifying my mistake by putting the baboon at last position. I know some people like putting bad positioning in the comments, so you're free to do that. That was a genuine mistake on my part, so yeah, you can put bad positioning for that one. I'm trying to preserve some level ups for next turn though, because a lot of the tier 6 units in Golden Pack are just extremely nice to have. You have the Warthog, you have the Shepherd, you have the Cobra obviously that we're going to be going for. And Bird of Paradise, of course, the best scaler in the entire pack. So yeah, let's take a look at the level that we have. We only have one in the baboon, sadly. We didn't find enough Hercules beetle for the other level up, but thankfully it is a Cobra, so we can sell something for it, and I decide to sell the silk moth. I think either silk moth or the betta fish sales would have been fine there. And as we discussed earlier, the sea lion goes in front of the Cobra, so it starts buffing the attack there. Are we going to win here is the question though. And it's looking pretty close, but thankfully because of the great stat line of the Cobra, we're actually just fine there. Fun fact, if you didn't know by the way, Cobra has the highest starting stats in the entire game. I believe it has like 18, which I think it's the only pet that has that, like Octopus and Sauropod and pets with similar stat lines have like 16, but Cobra is just special, it's just so broken and maybe even underrated. I don't see it a lot in the custom packs. So thankfully, because we don't have a lot of opposing snipers, we don't have to worry about the Cobras fainting, at least at the start of battle. We're going to be buffing them obviously, because one of the Cobras needs to go to the front for the 5 of a kind and hopefully tank several hits. But for now we're just trying to find multiple Cobras as well as the Bird of Paradise. And very lucky roll right here, rolling into triple Bird of Paradise, so next turn we can transition away from most likely the Hercules Beetle or the Baboon in favor of a open slot for buy selling of oysters. Are we going to be okay on this turn? It's looking pretty scary, and actually we do lose right there. I think we might have been alright if we didn't get inked up with the Cobra, but unfortunately that wasn't the case. We level up into an oyster there, so we definitely want to have a slot open. We are going to buy sell the Bird of Paradise first, or I guess just buy, not really selling that. And yeah, we're looking for more Cobras, and thankfully we do find one. We don't have the gold necessary to buy it, but next turn we definitely will. And we'll have a pretty healthy attack buff from the Hercules Beetle. I think actually the Cobra has so much attack right now that it's better to scale up its HP a little bit with the Sea Lion there. And you can see what I'm talking about with the Durian. I don't think it really mattered there, but in the late game when I'm going to have 50 HP on my Cobras, it's going to be very scary facing a Durian and maybe getting one shot because of it. Here we're going to get tons of attack. It only really matters on the first two Cobras, so we put them at the front because the ability triggers was that right to left? Yeah, I think that's right to left. And yeah, we're going to scale up the attack a little bit more. It's also giving the second in position Cobra something in front of it so it can snipe. And look at this, 16 damage snipes. That's dealing actually damage to a potato, which is crazy to think about. As we find the third Cobra of our team. We're probably going to sell the Sea Lion, or I guess not. I guess we're going to keep it for a little while longer. It is pretty nice having kids scale up the attack of the entire team, but it's also eating up some of the buffs from the Bird of Paradise, which is not really something we want. As the frontline Cobra deals 18 damage from snipes, that's just insane in my opinion. Here we go, I think now we might sell the Sea Lion. Yep. Finally we decide to give up on it. And we'll find some equipment very nicely. I think I'm going to buy sell the Blue Ringed Octopus right here. Just to get... actually might even sell the Hercules Beetle just to get the double trigger on the Bird of Paradise's ability. I don't usually optimize it, but when it's at level 3 and it's giving +9 in total, I think it's worth it to buy sell a Hercules Beetle just for that. Next turn we can put on some equipment, and because Potato is in the back, we're not really worried about getting sniped, or at least if they're not running Cobras. But yeah, we're at 8 wins, we'll be winning pretty shortly. The only kryptonite to our team, I believe, is fellow 50-50 teams that one-shot us, so hopefully we don't face any of those, but like literally anything else I think we're good against. Bird of Paradise can stay at the front, and next turn, as I'm thinking about something right here, I'm not sure what for, but whatever the case. Yep, we sniped the Cobra through the potato there, but yeah, we win easily right there. So yeah, next turn we can sell the Bird of Paradise after it has triggered, and then we can put the Cobra from the shop up front, so we get another snipe there. Even getting a chocolate for the third in position Cobra. So yeah, this is going to be the run. I really hope you enjoyed it. Cobra is still very powerful even with the inclusion of the Durian in the pack. So yeah, if you did enjoy, I hope you like, sub, do all the generic stuff, and I'll talk to you next time. Take care.